who's got a genius new idea. I'm going to have to find a new genius, or two half geniuses, and fast.
He needs a computer scientist that can keep his startup from falling down.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
Hey, you.
What's good, my boy?
Connect with us on Instagram. Search for @ESPN690Jax and check out the latest sports news. We're ESPN 690.
What?
We are ESPN 690.
Just as long as we tracking.
Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio.
Koala Insulation.
Hey, I'm Carrie.
And I'm Bruce. We're the owners of Koala Insulation. Did you know that according to the Department of Energy, heating and cooling account for almost half of the home's energy use and expense? We started our insulation business because we wanted to help people save money on those energy bills and live a healthier life.
Schedule a free evaluation today at koalainsulation.com.
Koala Insulation. Clean, knowledgeable, and trusted.
Elevate your live music experience with Daly's Place Blue. Live like a VIP with the best seats in the house, premium parking, your own private entrance, VIP lounge access, and guaranteed tickets to sold-out shows. Go to dailysplace.com or call 904-633-2000.
Inc. magazine named DLP Capital as one of the Inc. 5,000 fastest-growing private companies for a remarkable 12th consecutive year. DLP Capital is dedicated to building and financing thriving communities. The last 3 years drove 158% growth, earning DLP Capital the distinction of being the 12th fastest growing company in Jacksonville, one of Florida's biggest cities, and 69th among real estate companies. Log on to dlpcapital.com. That's dlpcapital.com to find out how you can invest.
Don't let the wind, rain, or sun ruin your pickleball day. Toontown Pickleball is now open in downtown Jacksonville with 6 indoor pickleball courts. Yes, 6 indoor pickleball courts, rain or shine. Visit jackstoontown.com for more information.
Jaguars football is right around the corner. New players, existing superstars, and a great home schedule have optimism at an all-time high. Tailgaters delivers a premium experience every game. Tailgaters parking is right across the street from Everbank Stadium. Tailgaters offers clean permanent restrooms, a full-service bar and grill. All parking spots are on well-kept grass lots. Demand is high, so spaces are very limited. Get your Jaguars season parking today at tailgatorsparking.com. Don't wait and miss out. Go to tailgatorsparking.com.
Get a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate and sell your home for cash without the stress of listing your home on the market. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our offers are the strongest in the industry. One of our clients, KR, said, "We sold our home for substantially more than we paid, and we were able to move quickly. Thank you, Mark Spain Real Estate." Trust the top real estate team in the U.S. and find out what your guaranteed offer will be. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Snyderman, can you move things in your mind?
Nope.
Could you read our minds?
I got nothing. Were you thinking of nothing?
No. So, what makes you a superhero?
I can tell if you should repair or replace your air conditioning system.
Snyderman can help tell you whether it's time to repair or replace your system if you answer 8 quick questions on our website. Visit snyderac.com and get your answer in a flash.
Flash? I think you mean Snyderman.
CAC 181.
I'm Christine Lisi. Dolphins receiver Tyreek Hill today acknowledged he could have handled himself better in the initial moments of Sunday's traffic stop that left him handcuffed and pulled out of his car by police officers. He added that did not give them the right to literally beat the dog out of him. Yesterday, Hill called for one of the officers to be fired. Injured Dolphins running back Raheem Mostert out tomorrow night against the Bills. Steelers quarterback Russell Wilson, calf injury, not a full participant at practice today. Pittsburgh is preparing as if Justin Fields will start a second straight game against Sportsman co-host Chris Canty.
I think that the Pittsburgh Steelers want to give Justin Fields an extended run to see whether or not he can take this job. By default, because of Russell Wilson's calf injury, this allows Mike Tomlin, Arthur Smith to put Justin Fields in a game that actually means something and show proof of concept that he can be the guy that can deliver wins for him.
Browns tight end David Njoku out Sunday against Jacksonville. Michigan officially finalized football coach Sharon Moore's contract.
Hey, it's your resident Super Bowl champ, Chris Kennedy. Coming up Thursday, my former teammate, two-time Super Bowl champ Eli Manning, joins us at 9:30 Eastern. It's unsportsmanlike, 6 a.m. Eastern, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
Foreclosure is hard on every member of the family, but your family is not alone. If you're struggling with your mortgage, there is help. To learn about the government's Making Home Affordable program, visit makinghomeaffordable.gov or call 1-888-995-HOPE to speak to a HUD-approved housing counselor. It's free of charge. Visit makinghomeaffordable.gov or call 1-888-995-HOPE today. Brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, NeighborWorks America, and the Ad Council.
Live from the Anajar and Levine studios, Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
WOKV Jacksonville. Listen live everywhere you go on ESPN690.com. ESPN 690, Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio. Who is this guy? Aaron Shafting? What is it? Oh, Schachter? Schachter. Okay. Shack Attack. Schachter. He gets shacked. But I digress. Here we go.
Ready? Yeah. Turn up your radio.
The Aaron Schachter Show on ESPN 690.
Oh, yeah. Welcome. It's the Aaron Schachter Show. I'm Aaron Schachter. Brian Middleton along with me, wearing his Geechee Chicken sweatshirt. It's the Geechee Hens.
You know Aaron.
I do know him. I'm right here.
When you play your open.
My open? You mean the show open? Yes.
Yeah, the guy who does the open says he gets shacked. You know?
I do.
So we know that Aaron gets shacked. But you know who else gets shacked?
Who else gets shacked?
I believe it's Shannon Sharp, based off of what X is telling me.
You really want to just jump right into that story, don't you?
I want to wait until if there's a wife, girlfriend, side chick, and all things adjacent news.
Not today.
No?
It's a shortened show today. You told me.
You can still get to that.
Usually I'm the one trying to get out of here a little bit early, but you got to me early. You were like, hey, man, abbreviated show today. Abbreviated.
Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp, they have a doubleheader.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
Starting at 4:50 with the pregame. First pitch, 5:05.
But it's interesting you should mention Shannon because he is actually a new reporter for the Aaron Schachter Show. Let's check in live right now on his Instagram. Oh, okay. Now I see what's going on. Oh, okay.
Oh.
They're about to get a little. They're getting a business, I assume.
There any?
I was like, you know what? Can I stop? I'm going to pull down the fourth wall for a second.
Okay.
Maybe people don't know the story, but Shannon Sharp accidentally possibly had a sex tape play on his Instagram Live today. And then I'm sitting here with this music bed trying to find these hotkeys I could be using. And I got a few here, Brian. But I think some could end me in a little bit of trouble.
Really? Listen, man. Listen, as a company, man, we have all kinds of people that we work with, we partner with that buy ad time with our stations.
Sure.
So look, man, if you got a hotkey that falls again adjacent with some of our sponsors or what they try to help, especially men out with, then I think you can play it. I think it's hypocritical for someone to come down and be like, don't play that hotkey, and then we run a 30-second spot talking about, chew it and do it. I love that line, by the way. I told him that. I was like, I love that line. Yeah. I don't care what anybody else says.
Yeah. Ooh, there's a controversy around some of these ads being on the radio.
Tank's one was like, I was laughing at Tank's the whole time. I was like, they greenlit that, huh? I was like, y'all boys have all the power.
Back in the day, at least in this company, we weren't allowed to do ads for funeral homes, and we weren't allowed to do ads for bedroom performance enhancers.
Okay, what was the thinking behind funeral homes? Did anybody ever tell you, or they just said, you know what, because I said so?
Literally, when I got here, they were like, look, you could do some ads on the side. Just know nothing below the belt and nothing below the ground. That's what they used to say to me.
Oh, we do plumbing all the time. It's a new plumbing sponsor for
Listen,
like the 5-day forecast.
You don't even got to do all of that because once the money got tight in the business, boy, did we start accepting all the money. All of the money.
Oh, boy.
Thought I heard a recruitment ad for Al-Qaeda one time. I was like, geez,
that's
that hard up, huh?
That's impressive. Who was the contact for that, by the way? Oh, boy.
Who was the endorser on that ad?
Yeah. Hey, don't put that in my Be Creative. I'm good on that, my boy. I'm going to go ahead and send that right back to you.
Yeah, but you know how business works. Back in the day, Brian, you may not remember because you were just a young buck back in the day, but selling out used to be a thing that people tried to avoid. Now it's cool to sell out. You can't sell out quick enough.
Can't sell out unless someone's going to buy in, my boy.
But that's the point, right? It's
it.
like back in the day, if you were a music artist, let's say you're an up-and-coming music artist, a young age of 22 years old, and like Toyota comes to you and they're like, we want to put your song in a commercial. Usually you're like, nah, man, I'm cooler than that. No thanks. But now, these days, you can't get it in there fast enough. You're selling those ads when you're still on TikTok. You don't like
phrasing, man. Just
can't
phrasing,
get it in there quick enough? You're talking about that phrase? What did you think I meant?
It's not for me to, figure out what you meant. I'm just watching your phrasing. That's it.
You're just here to censure me. I understand. Hey, man, a little bit of football news if you're interested.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's a sports show.
Jaguars playing the Browns this weekend. Browns picking up some bad news in droves this week.
Good for them.
We start with one of their best offensive players, David Njoku. That is one of these young guys at the tight end position who's somewhat of a hybrid. A little less of a hybrid than Evan Ingram if you're going to compare the body types and the play styles. But still, he's one of these tight ends you can't slap a linebacker on, and you kind of can't put a safety on either. You can't put a corner on him either. It's hard to defend this guy.
Yeah.
It's easier when Deshaun Watson's throwing the ball, but it's hard to defend David Njoku. Certainly when Flacco's throwing the ball, which we don't have to worry about for this game. Last time around, maybe it's a little more worrisome. 4 touchdown passes. Nice to meet you, Joe Flacco. This time around, not so much. You have a clearly diminished Deshaun Watson, and then possibly Jameis. Famous Jameis sitting back there in the cut. But David Njoku will not be playing this weekend. He caught an ankle sprain, they're thinking, although I haven't seen the official designation of it as an ankle sprain or even a high ankle sprain, which is what some of the reports are alluding to, alleging. But when you lose a tight end who had 81 receptions for 882 yards and 6 touchdowns, Pro Bowler, you go, okay, that'll put a dent in the offense. Then again, it could be famous last words like it was for the Jets the other night. You saw Jordan Mason get in the game. You're like, no Christian McCaffrey. This thing's in the bag. Not so much. Brandon Ayuk's not even going to get looked at. This thing's in the bag. Not so much.
Not so much.
Not so much. Not so much. So nice to see David Njoku will not be participating. I hope he heals very quickly after the game. I hope literally 3 seconds after the game he's able to do jumping jacks on that thing.
Njoku is my starting tight end in one of my fantasy teams. So what we'll do now is
you might want to go run to the waiver wire for Isaiah Likely. Or maybe someone will trade you Mark Andrews because they think Likely's the guy.
Hey, maybe.
Either way, I think there is tight ends to be had. Dalton Kincaid didn't do things week 1. He should be better week 2. Luke Musgrave should be better week 2, although without Jordan Love at quarterback, he's got Malik Willis. I don't think anyone on the Packers is going to do anything over there. That being said, you've distracted me, Brian. We were talking David Njoku. Now, they still have a whole Amari Cooper on that team. Now, without Tyson Campbell, it's going to be a tough day's work for whoever's covering him. You still got Elijah Moore, who supposedly is a dynamic receiver. I haven't seen it. Certainly not when he was on the Jets. And certainly not when he has to be traded from the Jets. And then certainly not since he's got to the Browns. But that could just be on Zach Wilson and Deshaun Watson. I don't know. But do not discount the Browns offense, man. That offensive line alone will keep them in games every week. Granted, they weren't in the game last week. I think that changes this week. That's a talented roster, a really talented defense. I think the Jags will have their hands full this weekend.
Yeah.
You're doing a lot of work to prep your pregame show. You finding out any tidbits or anything?
As far as the Cleveland Browns?
Yeah, I know you got a big interview with a Cleveland beat reporter. I wonder if you're going to find out any secret info.
Probably not.
Maybe you can pass it along.
Listen, when you're speaking with the enemy, holy smokes, man, Freudian slip.
Offense.
Yeah, that's
giving them the business.
I feel like Shannon Sharp, huh? Call me Brian Sharp right now.
Hey, what happened?
When you're speaking with the enemy, you got to be coy, huh?
Yeah, but what about when you're sleeping with them?
I don't. You'd have to tell me that one.
Okay, cool.
Back in your player days.
Fair enough.
Yeah, tell me about that.
I'm not a player. I just crush a lot.
Ooh, huh? If I had my hotkey ready, man, I'd give you the dinger right there.
Yeah, man. In any case.
That's a big pun, kids. Look it up.
And then I saw a report out of Cleveland that despite having $470 billion in dead cap on Deshaun Watson, they're not thinking about dropping him, waiving him, or trading him, but they are considering benching him sometime soon.
Okay.
It's entirely possible. They'll have one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the league, fully guaranteed contract, sitting on the bench.
It's just a mess. That whole situation is just a mess. It just keeps getting worse. Good for them.
You got the rape accusation that was uncovered yesterday in a trial filing. Deshaun Watson's come out and vehemently denied it.
Yeah.
He says none of it's true. You're not really seeing too many people come to his side, though.
Yeah.
Like, where are the teammates going, yeah, we believe in Deshaun? That's not a thing. Everyone's looking at him like, again, bro? He's like, relax. This is from 2020, guys. This was just other alleged sexual assaults from the past. We clean slate. Remember, I signed a contract. I did the trade. I'm a new guy. Apparently not. We'll have to see how that one plays out.
With that scenario as well, man, you start thinking about, at least me, I started thinking about, okay, if you have a team that has the potential of a Cleveland Browns, but they're dealing with turmoil at the most important spot, right? Even
multiple important spots. I'll define that in a couple of seconds, but go ahead.
That's got to be something where you're just looking as a Jags fan and you hope as a Jags player, even though they'll say all the right things as like we're focusing on them, they're a good team, which, on paper, again, they are. That defense, Myles Garrett's nothing. I mean, yes.
Look,
okay.
The Browns are built for a playoff run, regardless of whether you think they can get there or not with Deshaun Watson. That roster is built for a playoff run.
But the instability and it being early in the season when teams are still working, certain kinks out, you would hope, okay, there's a big advantage and we're at home, except for the fact that at home, the past couple of seasons, we haven't been great record-wise overall. Then also, Aaron, especially like in the first half of these games, because even 2 years ago when we made the playoffs, it was a lot of slow starts, especially at home, and then we would come back. And then last year, I don't even think they had a winning record. I believe it's like 3-5.
I think they were 3-5 at home.
Yeah. So it's just like, man, I'm looking at this as a prime opportunity for the Jags to get back on track with Deshaun Watson and those issues on and off the field, with the injury, with Nick Chubb still not being back yet, with the fact that, you got Amari Cooper. Yeah, I think Jerry Jeudy's over there, but I mean, Jerry Jeudy, good luck. You know what I'm saying?
And by the way, an unhappy Jerry Jeudy will do more to hurt that franchise than help it.
And I get that defense is great, but we watched. Go ahead.
I was going to say, you stopped at Jerry Jeudy. You got Amari Cooper who's looking for a new contract, and he's saddled with a poor quarterback play in a year where he needs the contract, so he's not happy.
Yeah.
Elijah Moore, who thought he was coming to the Browns to be a possible number one receiver eventually, is now buried at number 4.
Yep.
You've got Deshaun Watson. We detailed that mess. Nick Chubb can't get on the field. And then David Njoku with the ankle sprain. And then when all this mess is happening, Brian, did you see who they went out and signed?
Educate me.
Kadarius Toney, who's been thrown into the dumpster by the Giants and the Chiefs, is now on the Browns. And I'm like, if the Giants with Daniel Jones and whatever else besides Malik Neighbors they have in the wide receiver room says Kadarius Toney, no thanks, you got to imagine that this guy is not in a good place.
Yeah.
He's on the Chiefs. He had an opportunity there. He looked like he was going to do some special things. Couldn't stay out of trouble.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like police trouble, but was it police trouble? I think he did actually get in trouble. I don't remember. He had a couple of dust-ups last year. One was on social media. I think there was another one that made the team pissed at him. Then they were sitting him. They were like, oh, he's got an injury. He's like, I don't have an injury. They're lying. Well, yeah, chances are they're not going to retain your services. But he's going to the Browns thinking he's going to find a new beginning? That's not going to end well.
He's the problem.
That's not going to end well.
Right.
What are the Browns thinking? I wonder if he ever gets on the field for him.
More turmoil. I'll ask that question on Friday with the interview. I'm like, Kadarius Toney, one sentence or less. What's the Cleveland really feel about him? What have you been hearing in the building?
Be interesting to see what happens.
I hope, though, again, with the instability, for all the issues, or not all, but the issues that we did see from the Jags, all of them seem fixable in the sense that, can you hold on to the ball? Well, we hope so.
Apparently not.
Can you adjust play calling to make more sense to the average viewer if, you didn't pass as much in the fourth quarter when, you're like, hey, man, you still got a couple of guys, a couple of weapons out there. Let's try to air it out and not just run the ball so much and be so one-dimensional. That's something that you can adjust. I would rather have that as a potential issue early on in the season versus is this the quarterback? Like, are we going to bench him after week one?
Yeah, is this guy useless for us? Not just the quarterback, but the guy you basically traded your franchise for and then signed to a fully guaranteed contract that you are literally stapled to for another 3 or 4 years. I mean, you just redid that deal this offseason if you're the Browns.
With the baggage that he came with, and apparently more now.
This is wild.
Good for them. Better for us.
Oh, sure. Especially with them on the schedule this weekend. But I do, as a Jets fan, feel for Browns fans.
Nah, we not doing that.
Maybe Jags fan doesn't because it's game week. But once you beat them this Sunday, not to jinx it, I don't want to call it, but I do think you're going to win. Once the Jags win this Sunday, you do have to feel bad for Browns fans.
Nah, Aaron, we not doing that, Jags fans.
Really?
I speak for the Jags fans.
No empathy?
Everybody's going through something.
No empathy?
Was Cleveland feeling bad for us last season during the bottom drop? No, they weren't.
Not when they were beating us.
Happy and giggling. Can't wait. Wish I had that hockey still up. Bart Scott. I can't wait to see him on Sunday, and I hope that they run it out.
All right. Me too. But once it's done,
once it's done, we're going to be like, I'm glad we ran it up.
Oh, man, that felt a little bad.
See you in court. That's what I'm going to say right there. Arraignments at 8 a.m. in Cleveland.
We're not going there. Okay. Yeah, we got to ask Naya about the Deshaun Watson development.
I knew we ain't going to let it go. I'm going to remind you, yeah.
Oh, man. So it should be a good game for the Jags. Hopefully they get back on track, right?
Yeah.
Jags Forever on YouTube says, if we don't win Sunday, we're in big trouble. At Buffalo, then Houston. 0-4 if you lose those two, including Cleveland. That's tough. You're not making it back from 0-4. Teams don't. 0-3 is the final line. When you're at 0-3, especially in a 17-game season, you can pull it together. 0-4 seems near impossible to come back from.
Yeah, let's not even put that out in the air. But, yeah, I mean, listen.
By the way, Buffalo doesn't look that great. I understand the concern, Jags Forever. I mean, it's Josh Allen. He's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but Buffalo doesn't look great.
Right.
They almost lost to the Cardinals. And then Houston is going to be Houston, but I do think the Jags and Houston go to a different place when they play each other mentally. It's almost like the rosters don't matter in that sense. It's just whoever's got the momentum that day's got the momentum. But guys, get up for that game. I'm not worried about either of those two, Buffalo or Houston. I'm actually more worried about Cleveland than I am about Buffalo.
Well, to your point about 0-4 being or 0-3 being the nail in the coffin, yeah, I agree. But a little bit of bright side, even though this probably was said a bunch on Monday. We won the first game of the season last year, and then we dropped the next two, and it was like, is the sky going to fall because we're going to London? And Buffalo was out there on the schedule. They were one of the two games out there. I just got to be real with you, man. At this point, I usually wait until the first quarter of the season before I think try to make any type of a statement like that.
Especially after week one. especially after because week 1 is wonky. Quarterbacks are rusty and weird. Anyone who held out is not going to be playing well. Look at all the holdouts last week.
Yep.
Like, no one really had a stellar game. Trent Williams, San Francisco. One of the only people who held out and had a stellar game.
Big Purdy standing in it. Try to tell y'all about that anyway.
But I'm just saying, I see Jax Ferry. He says, wow, really? I think he's talking about me being more scared of Cleveland than Buffalo for sure. For sure.
Interesting.
For sure. Look, you got to worry about Josh Allen on Buffalo, but where else are you worried on offense? Khalil Shakir?
I mean, but if the most important piece of the offense is top tier,
sure,
then he usually can raise up the other guys. Like, the reason why you got to worry about it is because the most important guy is the best guy on the team, and he's touching the ball the most.
Yeah,
out of anybody.
You know how he's raising them up? He's taking guys that would be 3rd, 4th, and 5th receivers on other teams, and now they have to be 1st and 2nd in Buffalo because there's nobody else.
All right.
There's nobody else. And quite frankly, between Foye Oluokun and Devin Lloyd, we actually match up well against Buffalo.
You're more scared of a Josh Allen-led offense than a Deshaun Watson. I'm sorry, other way around. You're more scared of a Deshaun Watson-scared offense than Josh Allen-led offense. I'm
more scared of Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Elijah Moore, and Jerome Ford realizing who they are.
They haven't done it yet.
I'm more scared of Deshaun Watson figuring out he's a former MVP than I am of Buffalo's wide receivers getting some kind of identity crisis and believing they're people they're not. We know who those guys are.
Who's to say that this is not who Deshaun Watson is now?
It just seems so hard to believe. Maybe he is.
Jerry Jeudy, I know he's great in Alabama 45 years ago, but I mean, like, it ain't work out in Denver for a reason.
It didn't. It didn't.
Now, Amari Cooper, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I mean,
look, Jerry Jeudy had some games in Denver.
Not enough to keep him there, right?
You're totally correct.
So I'm just
saying that guy doesn't exist on Buffalo. That guy doesn't exist. And the defense is softer than last year. I'm not scared of Buffalo. I'm not scared of Buffalo as a Jets fan. I'm certainly not scared of Buffalo on the Jaguars schedule. I think that team is going to disappoint again this year. Cleveland's dangerous. Look, Jags fan, team didn't score at all in the second half, and now you're going up against a real defense. The Dolphins don't have a top-level defense. No, there's lots to worry about with Cleveland. We can talk a little bit more about it when we come back. The Aaron Schachter Show, 904-362-9901. Am I absolutely insane? Come tell me about it.
Now, the First Alert Forecast on ESPN 690.
Another wet day, periods of rain and storms with some heavy downpours and potential flooding in spots. We'll top out in the low 80s. Showers again tonight down to 74 and mostly cloudy with scattered showers, perhaps a thunderstorm tomorrow. Your Thursday high near 85. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish. Join me today beginning at 5 p.m. on CBS 47 and Fox 30 Action News Jax.
The Weather Center is brought to you by Beard's Diamonds, proud to offer a huge selection of both lab-grown and natural diamonds at the lowest prices guaranteed.
Elevate your live music experience with Daly's Place Blue. Live like a VIP with the best seats in the house, premium parking, your own private entrance, VIP lounge access, guaranteed tickets to sold-out shows, and much more. Coming to Daly's Place is Bush with special guest Jerry Cantrell and Candlebox. Live and Stone Temple Pilots with special guest Soul Asylum, Alanis Morissette, Creed, and so many more. You'll never want to see a show any other way once you go blue. Learn more at dailysplace.com or call 904-633-2000.
Snyderman, can you move things in your mind?
Nope.
Did you read our minds?
I got nothing. Were you thinking of nothing?
No. So, what makes you a superhero?
I can tell if you should repair or replace your air conditioning system.
If it's time to replace your air conditioning unit, Snyder can help. Get 0% interest if you pay in full within 60 months. Visit SnyderAC.com and get the details in a flash.
Flash? I think you mean Snyderman.
CAC 181330.
This September, Diamonds Direct's ultimate offer is back, stronger than ever. Diamonds Direct helps you get the perfect jewelry gift with 0% interest. That's right, enjoy 5 years of 0% financing on any Diamonds Direct purchase. It's your chance to get her the perfect ring with 0 interest and comfortable monthly payments that fit your budget. But act fast. This offer ends September 30th. For details and more, visit diamondsdirect.com. Spread your payments over 5 years with 0 interest on approved credit, only at Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
Hi, I'm Mike Lester, the founder of Talon Wealth and the host of the Guarding Your Nest Egg radio show. Like you, I love this country, and I'm very thankful for those that protect us along with our freedoms. That's why for active military and active first responders, if you decide to work with us, Talon Wealth isn't going to charge you any advisor fees. We're happy to explain all the details, but most importantly, thank you for your service.
Visit guardingyournestegg.com to find out more.
Advisory services through Talon Private Wealth and SEC registered investment advisor. Florida license D056341.
I'm Action News Jack's first alert meteorologist Garrett Biedenball. Weather here is unique. It could be bright and sunny one minute and then a downpour the next. That's why mornings are when you need us the most. So you can plan your day, no matter if you're getting ready to go to work or working from your living room, getting the kids ready for school or ready for lunchtime. I'm on TV explaining how weather is going to affect your day and night ahead, so you're prepared for anything. I'll get you ready on Action News Jax this morning.
David Ammon here. Are you tired of having your carpets professionally cleaned only to have them look dingy again? Zero Res can help.
Zero Res uses patented ZR water that cleans beautifully without using any soaps, detergents, or shampoos. That means there's zero residue left behind.
Right now, Zero Res is falling back in time. For September, get 3 rooms of carpet clean for only $129, and we will clean a 4th room for free. That's right, the 4th room is on me.
Zero Res.
Spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
The lightest 350 horsepower onboard has just hit the water. Introducing the all-new Yamaha 4.3-liter V6 Offshore F350 with advanced features and class-leading power to weight. Every run will be more efficient and exhilarating. The new 4.3-liter V6 Offshore F350 from Yamaha. Reliability starts here.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
What was that? That is business phone bliss with the Ooma Cloud Phone System. It handles all our voice, video, and messaging needs.
You sound very...
Calm? I am. Ooma has everything I need to run my business more efficiently, like virtual receptionist, call routing, and video conferencing. And it starts at just $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Nice. Find your business calm at ooma.com/radio.
ESPN.com is your home for all things ESPN 690. Find shows, podcasts, Florida State Seminoles football, contests, and more at ESPN690.com. Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio.
Welcome back to the Aaron Schachter Show. Aaron Schachter and Brian Middleton with you up until 5 p.m. on ESPN 690. Actually, up until a little before 5 p.m. today.
Oh, quick draw.
On ESPN 690. My bad.
You back there again?
I apologize.
You've been chilling, and now you're back to as soon as the music hits, huh? You're right there.
I just want to get to it because we got a shortened show today. We got a lot of content we want to get to. We haven't really even discussed Shannon Sharpe and what he did on Instagram. Excuse me while I set the mood. And we got a phone call. Welcome to the Aaron Schachter Show. 904-362-9901 is the phone number if you want to be just like Solid Take. Brian, welcome to the show, man.
Hey, how y'all doing, man?
How's it going?
Man, I'm so tired of this rain. I think we're turning to Seattle, man. It's every
How crazy is it? Crazy. And then I heard someone in the break room, I have no idea if this is true. I'll go ahead and repeat it, though, because it's just you and I on the radio. This person said we got more rain this morning than we've gotten in the last 3 weeks.
I believe it.
You believe it, huh?
Coming out of everywhere, man. I have snake issues, unfortunately, man.
Oh, boy.
It rains like this.
That sucks.
So, yeah, it's not fun. I don't even live in the country. I live in the city. Like, I live in Daytona. Well, something like a city. Daytona, you know, so it's crazy.
Yeah.
But you know what? Before I start, I actually want to give Cleveland some credit.
All right.
I'm going to tell you right now, when this schedule came out, the first 4 games I looked at, Cleveland was the one that scared me the most.
Why is that?
Because they do have an elite defense. No doubt about it. They have an elite defense. And honestly, their offense, Jerry Jeudy is nobody to sneeze at. And Amari Cooper They always had one of the greatest offensive lines in the league.
Always.
Besides the Cowboys and the Eagles.
Yep.
And the run game has always been on point.
Always elite.
They kicked our butt last year with Joey Flacco. The man came from Publix and threw a 400 game. He kicked our butt, man.
He did.
So I got to give credit to Myles Garrett too, man. That man has stuck there. He's never complained.
Never.
He's been playing at an elite level since he's been in the league, and he's not yet to say I want to get out of here. I got to give him credit for that.
You got to love him for it, don't you? He's like one of those guys you wish you had on your team. One of these guys who earns every penny of his high dollar contract. He's underpaid probably, even though he's one of the highest paid guys in the league.
Definitely. And I'm nervous, man. The cornerback room was already saying I'm nervous. I know Deshaun is he's not going to carve us up. But I mean, we forget who the man is. We can't live in the past, but he's still a quarterback. He's still an NFL quarterback. His issue is mental. That's his issue. Once he just snaps into it, he could be a problem. So I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
And Jacksonville sometimes dumbs down to the competition. When they feel like they should win, they don't play with a lot of effort and energy. So I just hope they come out hungry.
I do think a lot of teams do that, play down to the level of the competition. And I'm looking at Deshaun Watson going, it's not like the dude is 35. It's not like the decrease in what we see on the field is due to physical limitations. He's still that dude. You're right. It's all mental. I don't know if that's better or worse, if I'm being honest with you, because it could be even more debilitating than a physical injury, but also, to your point, you could just snap out. Someone could say a magic word in the huddle. It could be like pole vault, and it'll be like, yes, and it all comes together for Deshaun Watson. You got no idea what goes through this guy's mind.
Right. I'm nervous. Buffalo, not so much. We beat them last time. Even though it was in Germany, everybody's saying that was a little fluke game, but we beat them. That was a defensive game, and our defense beat them.
True.
But we'll see, man.
All right.
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate your solid take. Thank you so much.
Let me just jump in again. I get it. I promise you, on the one hand, I understand solid take, Aaron Schachter, everybody else. Deshaun Watson is not just an NFL QB. He's experienced some of the highest level of play, at least in the regular season, that a QB can have in the NFL. Granted, it was years ago, but he is under 30, and it could be potentially mental. Let me say this much, though. I think he's played maybe a good half. And I think it was like a Baltimore game maybe last season. A half where you're like, uh-oh, if he's playing like this and Nick Chubb isn't injured and they got this offensive line, okay, this is an issue. Deshaun Watson was hit. I had to make sure I heard it multiple times. He was hit 17 times. Hit. Not rushed, not pressured, 17 times last Sunday. And it's against Dallas, and I know Dallas has a good defense.
A monster defense.
Micah Parsons is great.
Monster defense.
We got a guy in Josh Hines-Allen.
17 times.
He was sacked 6 times. I don't know how many of that was him, holding on to the ball too long. I don't know. I didn't follow, play by play. Hit 17 times, sacked 6 times. I would tell you this much. The way Trayvon looked, I'm not going to put him on the level of Micah Parsons right now, but he's coming. I'll put Josh Hines-Allen on the level of Micah Parsons because it was 1-2 in a lot of the analytical stats from last season. It was Micah Parsons in pressures. It was Hines-Allen right behind him, or vice versa. So if this Cleveland offensive line is great at running but not pass blocking, and we're coming with 2 guys in Walker and Hines-Allen, I'm still not worried. And we don't know if Deshaun's going to break out of this potentially mental setback if we think it's just mental. The offensive line's going to come together and Deshaun Watson's going to come together at the same time. It could happen. Last season, we saw it with 2 or 3 backups in a row, including Joe Flacco and the dude from Baltimore.
Jake Browning.
Not Baltimore, I'm sorry.
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. But, I mean, come on, man. No.
We did see it.
No, I'm way more shook by Josh Allen potentially having a huge game.
Well, he's a better player. I just don't think in football a singular guy can win.
Well, no.
I know
it
feels that way sometimes. Basketball, you can have a guy turn up, and that's the game. Even in baseball, you can have a dude get hot at the plate or on the mound, and that's the game. But you can have a hot quarterback in football, and it doesn't necessarily equate to a win.
That's fair.
Especially if you're scoring on the defense. I'm looking at the blocking grades from last week. As far as pass blocking goes, Wyatt Teller putting at 84. It's one of the tops in the league. Jermaine Ifedi at right tackle, 71.7. That's a top 30. Zach Zinter, right guard, 70.2. That's a top 30. DeJuan Jones, right tackle, 67.5. And then James Hudson playing left tackle, 56.1. Where's Bitonio? There he is, left guard. He had a rough game in the pass block.
Well, if it's one guy, if it's all five guys, regardless, unless you're just telling me that Deshaun was just holding on to the ball too long, which I guess is a possibility, 17 times is immense. 6 times putting them on the ground as an official sack, that's a lot.
Okay.
It's just, you can give me all the PFF grades. I'm with you.
I'm just saying, run blocking, it's a different story. Like, this is an elite offensive line unit.
I don't disagree when it comes to the run blocking. But maybe if Nick Chubb was there, then we're talking about something. But, I mean, is
You're trying to tell me Jerome Ford doesn't gain yards?
I'm trying to tell you, he's not Nick Chubb putting fear into me. Jerome Ford, more than serviceable. He's a guy that Cleveland believes in, or he wouldn't be on the team playing in that role. I'm telling you, they don't shake me in the sense of being scared. It's like, yeah, respect them. Make sure that you got the assignments. But this is, okay, they're another NFL team. They got to worry about you. They on the road. They coming down to Everbank.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Last year, 22 rushes, 78 yards, and a touchdown between Jerome Ford and Kareem Hunt. This year, it'll be more Ford because Hunt isn't with the team. But Deshaun Watson has had success against the Jaguars. I mean, legitimate success. 6-1, 9 touchdowns to 3 interceptions, 1,500 yards essentially.
Yeah, I will say if there's ever a game for him to get back on track,
you know what I mean?
It'd be right here.
Little hometown cooking with Jacksonville?
And be like, oh, the Jags? Let me reset. Time to reset right now.
That being said,
I don't think that's going to be the case at all.
I don't think it's going to be the case either. I think this Deshaun Watson thing is a forever thing. I think I'll feel stupid if it turns out not to be at the expense of a team I really like. But I feel kind of confident looking at this dude after last week and some of those games last season. You know, after the game, he tried to make an excuse for his play. He said it was because he had some deaths in or around his family. I think 2 people.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
I think his dad passed and maybe a friend passed in the same week or something like that. That's a rough week.
Yeah, no, I would say that, yeah.
That's a rough week. But it's just hard to hear it from Deshaun Watson when he hasn't played well in 3 years, and then it also happens to be the same week you are getting called out, flat out called a rapist in a lawsuit.
Yeah.
I got to believe that was weighing on his head as well.
Yeah.
And so we'll see. We'll see what Deshaun comes to the stadium. We'll see what Jerry Jeudy comes to the stadium. We'll see what Amari Cooper comes to the stadium. Let's not pretend like that dude is good for 10 catches for 150 every game.
That's the one guy I said, I get it, because we've seen it recently in a Cleveland Browns jersey.
Yep. But what you're not talking about is Cleveland's secondary. You're not talking about their pass rush. Like,
well, yeah,
that's a dangerous defense.
Yeah, and if the issue is, hey, you know, that defense scares me, cool. But if we're just talking about as a team, I'm not okay. All right, for all that, I always say vaulted and then vaunted, and I'm like, I think it's vaunted.
It's vaunted.
For all that vaunted defense, Dak and those boys went out there and put up 33.
They did.
Please tell me where Myles Garrett is at all times. And that secondary, I guess. But they can get God.
Had a good game.
They can get God as much as the Jazz can get God.
Yes, in a single game on any given Sunday, anybody can get God. But if you're looking at the rosters and you're matching them up together and you're going, well, this kind of matches well or doesn't match well, I don't know, man. I feel, like I said earlier, I feel much better about the Bills than I feel about the Browns when it comes to matchups. That's just me. You don't,
cool.
You know. I want to see what was Myles Garrett week last week, because I know you just said I don't care about PFF. But if you're looking at his performance last week, he got a 91.2.
Exactly. And that low with Myles Garrett, I expect that and higher every week. It's I don't care about PFF.
Well, his pass rush was higher at 93.9.
I'm just saying, because it was in regards to the offensive line pass blocking grades, I'm like, that's cool. Deshaun Watson's in the training room in the ice bath saying, I don't care who scored at 81.8. I hit the ground a bunch. Like a whole bunch.
17 times.
Yeah, good for him for grading out at a B-.
I didn't know the number was that big. That's a rough day at the office.
Bench
17
me.
times. It's like he's back on the Texans, but it's 2013. Holy smokes. He had 3 pressures last week, Myles Garrett. A sack and 2 hurries. He had a tackle on that sack. He had 2 stops behind the line.
Just a menace.
He's a game wrecker.
Just a menace.
One penalty called on him.
And the stuff you don't see, the stuff you'd have to go back and probably watch film or watch a replay of the game, watching him, he's probably taking the attention of the offense. He's probably doing some other things that you don't necessarily mark down as a stat.
Exactly.
And it's just like,
it just makes them that much better. Yeah. They're really going to have to game plan for that dude. Well, let's do this. Let's take a break. And when we come back, we'll hear Doug talk about the game plan for that dude, as well as others on the Cleveland Brown. Doug Pederson at the press conference podium today. Trevor Lawrence at the press conference podium today. And the Aaron Schachter Show on the radio until roughly 4:45 when the Jumbo Shrimp take over. 904-362-9901, ESPN 690. We'll be back in a few minutes.
What you do on the field, every part of it matters.
Running right, lowers the shoulder, he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
How you do it is equally as important.
Mike Norvell and Florida State will take on the Memphis Tigers Saturday in a college football battle. Airtime is 10 a.m. on the Seminoles Sports Network.
Get all the action from the Garnet and Gold on the gridiron. Your home for Florida State Seminoles football is ESPN 690.
Sports Center update brought to you by Tailgaters Parking.
At the Home Depot, we know you can't control everything, like when your guests arrive too early for Saturday college football. But you can control your grill. With the Traeger Timberline XL, you can watch the game, not the grill. Monitor your football feast from anywhere using the Traeger app. With the Timberline XL, you can bake, smoke, sear, fry, and saute. That's Desmond Howard level versatility.
Huddle up, the food's done.
Defend your game time with Traeger and the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
With NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, you can watch every game, every Sunday, all in one place. Which means you can watch the Dolphins, and the Broncos, and the Lions, and the Cowboys, and the Jets. Or whoever you're rooting for, all in your living room. But not literally, of course. That would be dangerous. Watch every game, every Sunday with NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV. Sign up at youtube.com/NFLST. Local and national games on YouTube TV. NFL Sunday Ticket for out-of-market games excludes digital-only games.
Are you looking for ways to entertain your clients, reward employees, and impress potential new prospects with something memorable? Create a live VIP music experience like no other with Daly's Place Blue. Go to dailysplace.com or call 904-633-2000.
Jaguars football is right around the corner. New players, existing superstars, and a great home schedule have optimism at an all-time high. Tailgaters delivers a premium experience every game. Tailgaters parking is right across the street from Everbank Stadium. Tailgaters offers clean, permanent restrooms, a full-service bar and grill. All parking spots are on well-kept grass lots. Demand is high, so spaces are very limited. Get your Jaguars season parking today at tailgatorsparking.com. Don't wait and miss out. Go to tailgatorsparking.com.
Rich Jones here. Investing can be more about just filling a bank account. It's about having a secure retirement, protecting your family. Let DLP Capital help you to protect your why. Here's CEO and founder Don Wenner.
I started DLP Capital with an expectation that I could provide my family, my investors, my team members, and the families of my investors with awesome returns, limited volatility, and no losses, all while providing desperately needed affordable housing to the American workforce.
To get your investor's guide and learn more, dial ** invest on your cell phone or visit highyieldreturns.net.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
You might wonder, John Legend, how do you keep your voice sounding so legendary? Honey. And how do I keep my protection against COVID-19 up to date? with a COVID shot this season, designed for recent variants.
You can get your COVID-19 shot when getting your flu shot if you're due for both, as recommended by the CDC.
The fresher, the better.
Ask your healthcare provider about getting this season's COVID-19 shot when getting your flu shot.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar and Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
Main office, Jacksonville.
DQ presents the sound of BOGO-free Blizzard treats in the DQ app. It's the sound of downloading the DQ app, redeeming the sweetest BOGO-free Blizzard deal, telling all your friends, and heading to DQ. For BOGO-free any-size Blizzard treats only in the DQ app for a limited time. Download it today. At participating locations, limitations apply. DQ. Happy tastes good.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body?
Huh?
That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
Connect with us on Facebook.
What do you mean by that?
Search for @ESPN690Jax and check out the latest sports news, live stream, or show clip.
Now we talking.
ESPN 690, Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio.
Okay, listen. I'm not going to be able to listen to the Shannon Sharpe leaked sex tape video if you keep bringing us back to the show. I'm trying to get some work done here.
Oh.
You're sitting here ruining my afternoon with this radio show.
Enamored with the potential audio on that video.
Please cut it out. Shannon Sharpe apparently claims his account was hacked because that's what hackers do. Normally, when hackers hack your Instagram account, they access your phone's camera roll and then post the video. Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah, that's what they do, right?
You got something?
I'm thinking of someone famous. I mean, you know this. This is why you got certain roadblocks in place security-wise that us regular folks don't.
I do have a locked folder on my phone.
You,
it's available to any Android user, by the way.
But when you have a certain level of notoriety, like an Aaron Schachter or Shannon Sharpe, people of that ilk, people of that country club, I could see a scenario where somebody wants to log in and potentially embarrass you, or they say, hey, I did this, and I also, when I hacked, I got other videos, pay me my money.
Yeah, see, the second part of that equation makes sense to me. The first part does not.
Okay.
Hackers are not risking felony arrest.
All the time they are.
To just try and embarrass a celebrity.
You never know the motivations nowadays,
it's not a thing. It's a money game. If you're a good enough hacker to break into someone's account using brute force password stealing techniques or whatever Trojans you've put on their phone, if you're good enough, you want to get paid for your effort.
Yeah.
And you're not, so maybe posting that video and saying, I got more, then fine. But if that happened, you wouldn't see Shannon on Instagram. He would have been at the FBI already.
Maybe not.
For crypto where you got someone holding something hostage on him?
Oh, I thought you were just talking about this particular situation.
Yeah, like pay me more money. He's going to go to the FBI.
Maybe he's doing that right now. Maybe that's what he meant in his response where he said his team is vigorously figuring out what's going on.
I think the vigorousness or the vigor
on the video
or the vigorosity,
a lot of vigorosity
is happening
on the
by
video.
the emergency PR team trying to figure out how to turn his sex tape into a victim story.
Audio was vigorous.
I wouldn't know. You keep bringing me back to the radio show. Trying to hear this thing. Desperate to hear it. Like it's going to be special. Was it special?
I don't know.
Did you get the vibe of romance?
I didn't actually listen to it yet.
You didn't listen? I'm sitting here asking you like you're an expert.
No, I just figured it was vigorous. I was just reading the comments before you even get the X. So like when you Aaron, you know when you Google something, especially if it's a person that's trending or a famous person, there's an option, if you scroll down on the Android at the very least, where they'll give you comments from X about that person. So they'll give you the post, and you can just scroll through that before you even get to Twitter/X and having to do that like in the app.
Yeah.
So I was just doing that, and the comments were amazing. They were saying that Unc sounded like a Rottweiler. It said Unc sounded like it was some kind of boat. Someone said they want to know what the ladies' coach was because it had. Well, I won't finish that statement.
Yeah,
but,
please.
But I mean, hey man. So I didn't get to the audio. And I don't know if I need to hear it based off of the way that it's been described to me. But if you want to listen to it, go ahead. Let us know in the next break. It'll be a longer break.
I feel like in honor of Shannon, we should do these press conference clips with this music behind us.
But yeah, give me the...
You don't think so? You don't think it would be sexy to listen to Doug give answers about Cleveland?
I just need to know the cart so that I can play it, so that you can play the the audio clip from the pressers, man.
Oh, I can do both. I'm ambidextrous.
Tease me with a good time.
Especially when it comes to this topic. Ambidextrous indeed. How dare you? Are the Doug questions worth getting to? I highlighted ones I thought were okay. The Trevor press conference seemed like a bore fest. Bore fest. I saw one or two questions. I was like, this might actually be a good question.
Hey, man, I trust your judgment, man. I trust your judgment.
If you feel different, let me know.
Oh.
I'm not sitting here saying I'm the dictator here. I'm just
if you
saying.
feel different, I will let you know after the show's over, man. I don't question the person's name on the marquee in show.
Okay.
Who does that?
Oh, I would expect you to do that, but that's fine. When Doug got to the podium, he gave an update on a couple of injuries. First and foremost on Daniel Thomas. Doug says he's good. He's getting better. And then they'll see where he's at. And then get him out on the field running around and go from there. Doesn't really sound like an update to me. Like, it's not an update, is it? Am I missing something there?
It was general. That was a back and forth
no
right
timeline. He's not saying he's playing. He's not saying he's not playing.
No.
He's like, we'll get him out there and we'll see what happens.
A lot of words, no answer.
Okay. Doug on Tyson Campbell potentially being an IR candidate. Now, you'll remember after the game, they did not put him on IR. They wanted to see more tests, see how long this would possibly take. That, I thought, gave a glimmer of hope to the fan base because it means that he may miss less than 4 games. But then they went out and signed somebody.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, he's going to miss something. Doug says potentially Tyson might be a candidate for IR. His quote, "We will have to see." Interesting, because you figure he was so busy seeing Daniel Jones in the previous comment, he wouldn't be able to see 2 guys at the same time. But he goes, "We haven't made the decision yet. We'll see what the length of time is before we make the decision on IR." Okay. When does that happen? I would have thought that would have been a priority for them on Sunday.
That wasn't a follow-up question, by the way. That wasn't.
Like, are they going to urgent care to get these x-rays or something? Like, don't you have doctors on staff? Let's figure this out, fellas. Can we figure out if the guy we just spent $20+ million on can play this weekend? That's something we can figure out.
Maybe.
All right. Just checking. Don't mind me. Here's Doug on the Cleveland Browns.
One, they got great, really good personnel, great personnel. Obviously, 95, we know about Miles. I mean, he's an excellent football player, and one of the best we've seen, and got our hands full there. But this is a typical Jim Schwartz, get up the field, jet rush, linebackers are downhill, physical, good tackling, football team, and. Offensively, we know what they're capable of doing, obviously. Just go back. I know it was a different quarterback last year, but chances of hitting some big plays, and the ability to do that. So, and special teams. I mean, it's a solid unit. So, good football team.
Good football team. That's it? That's all we had time for?
Into the 4A block. I will tell you this, though, Aaron, and this may actually reshape whatever you have on your playlist for 4 a.m. We do have a news queen in the building, and I know you still haven't fully gotten to the Shannon Sharp audio
Literally,
yet.
yeah. I mean, we did all the Shannon Sharp. What else is there to do in the story?
I don't know, but, I mean, I believe that the news queen has listened to the audio in full and knows exactly play-by-play what went down. So if you I'm just producing on the fly, but your name's on the marquee. You decide how you want to move.
I get a little bit nervous because one thing the news queen / sports freak likes to do is put my job at risk.
With a smile.
With a smile. What? What did I do? Look, we got to take a break, apparently. When we come back, maybe I'll play some more Doug. Maybe not. You got a new game you want to play? We got the sports freak here to talk about leaked sex tapes. It's a busy day here in Schachter Show. Oh, man, we are finally through week 1, and it was kind of crazy. Hey, guys, it's Aaron from the Aaron Schachter Show, and I spent the week in the Underdog Fantasy app really focusing on the Pick'em section. But, man, did I make a discovery right before Monday Night Football. How about the drafts section of the Underdog Fantasy app? I go head-to-head with 2, 3, 25 different people, and we all draft small fantasy teams of players involved in specific games. Underdog Fantasy is super fun to play, and it's so easy to get started. Go to their easy-to-use mobile app or underdogfantasy.com. Sign up with the promo code TASS. And what'll happen is Underdog's going to give you a special to use on your first contest and a deposit offer. That's Underdog Fantasy promo code TASS, the Aaron Schachter Show, to claim your new customer offer of a mystery special plus a first-time deposit offer of up to $1,000 in bonus cash. Must be 18 or over and present in the state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry and receive a free hair and scalp examination and get 2 weeks of laser treatments for free. Call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Hairforme.com.
Meet Mike Lester.
Talent is not going to be the right choice for every single person out there, right? Because everybody is different. We do well when our clients do well. We're literally sitting on the same side of the table with them. We're in this together.
Yeah.
When you do well, I'll do well. Once we have that understanding, then we can come up with a plan that's designed to help you be successful in retirement.
Find out more at guardingyournestegg.com.
Advisory services through Talon Private Wealth and SEC registered investment advisor. Florida license D056341.
Snyderman, can you move things in your mind?
Nope.
Did you read our minds?
I got nothing. Were you thinking of nothing?
No. So, what makes you a superhero?
I can tell if you should repair or replace your air conditioning system.
If it's time to replace your air conditioning unit, Snyder can help. Get 0% interest if you pay in full within 60 months. Visit SnyderAC.com and get the details in a flash.
Flash? I think you mean Snyderman.
CAC 1813307.
Koala Insulation.
Hey, I'm Carrie.
And I'm Bruce. We're the owners of Koala Insulation. Did you know that according to the Department of Energy, heating and cooling account for almost half of the home's energy use and expense? We started our insulation business because we wanted to help people save money on those energy bills and live a healthier life.
Schedule a free evaluation today at koalainsulation.com.
Koala Insulation. Clean, knowledgeable, and trusted.
Live from the Anajar and Levine studios, Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
WOKV Jacksonville. Listen live everywhere you go on ESPN690.com. ESPN 690, Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio.
I'm Christine Lisi. Dolphins receiver Tyreek Hill today acknowledged he could have handled himself better in the initial moments of Sunday's traffic stop that left him handcuffed and pulled out of his car by police officers. He also said that did not give them the right to literally beat the dog out of him. Dolphins running back Raheem Mostert out against the Bills tomorrow night. Running back Devon Achane, game-time decision. Another day in the contract holdout of Jets star edge rusher Hassan Reddick. The Jets want him to report, and then they'll talk contract. After the season opener the other night, the Jets right now need some urgency with the situation, advises ESPN's Mike Tannenbaum.
Their front seven really struggled the other night. Even though it was more against the run, Hassan Reddick with his 58 regular season sacks can make a huge difference. This was a team that lost Bryce Huff, John Franklin Myers, amongst others. They need help up front, and whether it's going to be Tennessee on Sunday or their home opener Thursday night against New England, Hassan Reddick can help.
MLB suspended Rays reliever Edwin Uceta 3 games for intentionally throwing at Philadelphia's Nick Castellanos last night. Rays manager Kevin Cash suspended 1 game.
Hey, it's your resident Super Bowl champ, Chris Candy. Coming up Thursday, my former teammate, two-time Super Bowl champ Eli Manning, joins us at 9:30 Eastern. It's unsportsmanlike, 6 a.m. Eastern, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text BICEP to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text BICEP to 321-321. That's BICEP to 321-321.
Who is this guy? Aaron Shafting? What is it? Oh, Schachter? Schachter. Okay. Shack Attack. Schachter. He gets shacked. But I digress. Here we go.
You ready? Yeah. Turn up your radio.
The Aaron Schachter Show on ESPN 690.
Welcome back to the Aaron Schachter Show.
All of a sudden, everybody's an expert. All of a sudden, everybody has expertise around here. I'm like, where's your degree? Where'd you go, Florida State, to learn all this? School of Hard Knocks?
I'm going to go ahead and stop you. I'm going to blow the flag
right now.
I'm going to blow the flag right now.
Okay, I'll stop.
Listen.
No, you guys got it.
I spent the last couple of minutes looking at the sports freak going, don't get me fired today.
Okay.
Don't do silliness.
I'll stop.
I trust you. I trust that you like your job. I don't trust that Thibodeau is going to consider my career when she's making her comments. So let's see how gingerly we can do this.
I got 8 seconds of dump, 8 seconds of dump to use. So,
we better use it.
Okay.
So in the break, we all went on our various social medias. And if anyone had walked into the studio and heard what we were listening to, we may have all been in the satellite HR office, because there is none in this building. But we all listened to apparently what seems to be Shannon Sharpe getting a workout in a very primal way. And the video comes chock full of sounds, like approval sounds.
Fake sounds.
From the young lady. From the young lady in the video, and some approval sounds from Unc. Now, let's revisit the actual story for those who aren't up to date on it, Michelle, and then we'll get to your opinion, because I do agree with your opinion here.
Ooh.
I know it's rare.
I know.
I get it.
Yep.
I get it. So, earlier on Instagram, Shannon Sharpe, Unc, his account went live. And while the account was live and thousands of people poured into it, it showed a video of Shannon's door or somebody's door. And in the background, you hear noises. it sounds very much like Shannon and a nice young lady doing the thing, getting it done. Michelle, you're already making faces. You don't like nice young lady.
You don't know her.
That's true. She could be a mean young lady. She could be a nice old lady. She could be a mean old lady. I don't know what Unk's preference is.
And you said sounds like. That's exactly what it is.
Okay, so the video goes live. People are pouring in there going, hey, Unk, hang up the phone. What are you doing? And so finally he realizes. Now, I didn't get to watch the whole video. It was a few minutes long. Shout out to Shannon. I'm just saying, I don't know if he realized it was live and ended it, or it ended and then he realized it was live, but eventually the video stops. Shannon then does a quick post on IG. He goes, beware, my Shannon Sharp Instagram was hacked this morning.
Of course it was.
My team and I are working vigorously to figure this out.
Of course they are.
Signed, Unk. Then he deleted the post. He deleted the hacking claim. A lot of accounts are talking about this, but they're not sharing the video because Shannon Sharp said it was a hack, that it was stolen from him. It just seems hard to believe. Now, Brian, you and I were talking on the air. We were talking about hackers, if they would take the time to hack his phone. Like, I could see them trying to get money out of him or something. What I couldn't see is them just having fun with this, trying to embarrass him.
Really?
It's a literal felony.
That's the thing that you're cynical about?
You're risking jail time. Absolutely.
But you don't believe that there are people out there who are good at hacking that just want to embarrass somebody or just play around with somebody like that?
I believe those people exist. I don't believe they go ahead and do this and risk years in prison.
Here,
And how convenient was it that they hacked his account right at that time?
Well, he's not claiming that they hacked his account and went live while he was doing private stuff. I think he's claiming they hacked his account and posted a video.
Oh, so it's not even a real video of him. You can hear his voice.
But here's the thing. Okay. The post was a live post.
Okay.
It was a live post. So it just seems unrealistic that hackers access his phone, which isn't easy, by the way. Access his phone, and then what? Turn on the live feed and then play fake sounds in the background? Like, how does that even work as a hack? It's not a thing that happens, which is why he deleted it, by the way. Because the PR team is like, look, you look like an idiot. You look like an idiot. But Michelle, you have now listened to the audio.
I did.
You are our lead investigator on the story.
Okay.
Little investigative journalism here. And you believe there's an issue with the authenticity, not of the tape, but of the lady.
Oh, she's faking it.
You think she's too noisy.
Oh, she's...
All right. Okay. Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
What? Hey, man. In one ear, out the other is what they say.
Huh?
What do you mean by that?
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Nah, Thibodeau, what? Because, see, I'm looking over at the computer screen. I'm doing about 7 different things right now.
Right.
And so I'm listening intently to Aaron Schachter.
Are you?
About to question our
You
expert
sure about that?
in this particular story.
Yeah.
But the sound effect, Michelle Thibodeau, that was effortless. It was effortless just now. You just snapped right into that sound effect. That's one.
Because she's faking it.
Okay. Brian, why are you trying to egg on the sports
I'm not
freak?
trying to egg it on. I'm just complimenting her on her ability to...
You want me to show you how she's faking it?
No.
Okay.
No.
I have no
saying.
idea what...
No.
I mean...
No.
Personal foul, offense. He was giving him the business.
This might go off Aaron Schachter.
No. What is wrong with her? What is wrong with Michelle?
Show us in the break.
Michelle!
No, there we go.
Cut it out, Michelle. Stop.
I mean, if Meg Ryan can do it on Harry Met Sally,
It's a
what's the
movie,
point of me proving that it's fake? I can do the same thing right here.
Okay, but I would say that's a movie that people pay money to go see that was rated R. This is a radio show.
PG, but
please.
Probably.
Okay, so Michelle, you have an issue with the lady in the video, or she's not the lady whose sound is in the video. You feel like she's putting on a show for Unc.
Yep.
I'm with you on that. I don't think real life actually sounds like that. I think only the movies, only those videos sound like that.
Or like the first couple times that
ever.
That you're with
somebody. When it's a brand new experience.
Right.
This actually might be a brand new experience for them. It seems hard to believe.
Yeah.
Hard to believe. And then Shannon Sharpe is making a mistake here. Why wouldn't he own it? He's not married. I don't think he's married.
No, I don't think he's married either.
I know he was trying to kick it to somebody recently, like somebody famous.
Maybe he has like a real girlfriend or something, and this wasn't her.
Shannon Sharpe has a relatively private personal life, according to the internet.
Okay.
He's had relationships that were public in the past, but he's not been confirmed as ever have been married.
Yeah.
Now he is a father. He has 3 children.
Okay.
But he's not spoken for to anybody's understanding.
Okay, so again, why would he deny? Why is this why can't he just go, oops?
Because he works for the mothership, a.k.a. ESPN, a.k.a. Disney. And I think he's worried about losing that paycheck. But this is an accident.
Right.
It's a mistake. And Shannon, he's got one of the most popular podcasts right now. It would help him out if he was just like, yeah, this is what happens at my house. That's what I would do if I was Shannon.
I would just be like, oops, I made a mistake.
I'm a human being.
Right.
I'm a human being.
And I accidentally hit the live button.
And by the way, if any ladies out there like the commercial they heard, go ahead and call the phone number. That's what I'd be saying on Instagram.
Oh.
That's how he's getting free publicity. It's like, look at this man's talent. On the football field and off. TMZ.
Yeah, but every woman knows that chick is faking it.
TMZ posted a picture of Shannon Sharpe. They posted a gallery. They call it Shannon Sharpe Shredded Shots. It's just a whole gallery of this man without a shirt on.
Oh.
Brian, I need you to thumb through this gallery and see if there's anything worth looking at.
We got News Queen. Right? News Queen. Have you thumbed through the Shannon Sharpe gallery?
We will lose her for the next half hour if she does this. Yes.
No.
Now we got to try it out.
But I don't have a computer or a monitor or
this man's muscles have muscles.
That's all right. So what?
Not into muscles.
You can find it anywhere. I don't need to look specifically at Shannon Sharpe to see that.
That's fine.
Can't find muscles anywhere.
You can. I mean.
Really? Is it that easy for you?
I mean, lots of football players and athletes have muscles. If I really wanted to see something like that.
Oh, that's right, Michelle. You do have a history with athletes.
Oh, no. I'm just saying the swimmers at the Olympics had like crazy ab muscles and stuff like that. If you're going to, goo goo gaga over that.
Do you think they're attractive?
No, they're not.
Okay, you don't have to scream at me.
Thank you. It's not even me. I don't know where that came from. I was hacked.
Weird. Weird.
I'm denying it.
I think he's doing this wrong. And this actually just comes off the heels of another somewhat of a Shannon Sharpe female controversy.
Okay.
He had Megan Thee Stallion on his podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing he did when Megan got there was apologize to her.
Okay.
Because previously he was doing a podcast with Chad Ochocinco.
Nightcap.
Yes. And he was discussing Megan Thee Stallion, or Megan Thee Stallion. And I don't even know. You know what? I do know. I can't say it. He said something about her that alluded to the fact that if she was into it, he would sleep with her too. And so she comes on the show and he looks her in the face. He offers her a drink. He goes, hey, look, for any unwanted attention or harm or shame or embarrassment that I caused you or your family, I want to say as a man, I sit here before you, I apologize. That sounds like a nice guy. Right, Sports Freak?
Mm-hmm.
That's a grown man.
Okay.
It's mature. An apology like that, does that get you hot and bothered?
No.
You wouldn't be in the video with him after that apology.
No.
Okay. He told her she's been amazing and she should have an amazing career going forward. She accepted the apology.
Good for her.
See, he's got a history that he's trying to work around of some of these comments. I think that's part of the nervousness when it comes to this live post. But then the other part of it is this. How do you come out and say it wasn't a hack when you've said it was a hack? Now, you're not just someone who was having sex. Now you're someone who lied to everybody. Doesn't that feel different?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's tied into the lie now, so he can't.
I mean, it seems like he bailed on it early. I guess he could say, I misspoke. I didn't realize that I did this. You don't like misspoke.
It's just BS. I mean, mea culpa. Let's just own it and be like, oops, I made a mistake.
It would be
I'm
refreshing.
An old guy with Instagram, and I accidentally hit this button.
It would be refreshing if he did that. If you released a statement going, hey, look, I was actually doing what it sounded like I was doing, and then when I accidentally posted it, I got nervous about it, and so I made up a lie, and now I'm coming clean about it. It wasn't what I said it was.
Man,
it was me.
Hey, listen, man, Aaron. Nah, man, all that maturity, if you going to own it, what do I always say? I take the Herm Edwards line. You put your name on it. You sit in it. You say, you know what? You're right, it was me. You know what? That was me, and that was her. And you heard her, right? That's all me, Shannon Sharp.
But that's owning it.
Put my name on it.
Yeah.
My phone number is, contact my agent.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm open for business.
He should do that. But
Get out my face.
He's not going to, is my point.
Because Disney's going to be like, well,
too much money on the line.
we're not going to put your name on it anymore. Thanks.
It's too much money on the line.
That
I'm not mad at
morality
that.
clause is going to catch up with him.
Yeah, but this would make him a much bigger star in his other endeavors.
Really? Just because some girl's moaning?
No, it's not just the moaning. It's the fact that this is now what he's being talked about for.
Okay.
He's associated with getting that business done. And by the way, he's got an alcohol brand. He's got a podcast that's literally modeled after a nightclub vibe. Like this absolutely works into his thing. It's just the ESPN thing that gets in the way.
This won't be news tomorrow.
Oh, the memes will continue for a little bit.
The memes may continue forever, but this won't be news tomorrow. If it's news right now, I know it's trending.
I don't think it's like career ending. No.
Oh, no, not at all.
Not even close.
Now, if there was some real video, that'd be a different story.
I mean, we're literally talking about Deshaun Watson getting named in another rape case.
Ugh.
And like people are giving Shannon Sharp a hard time for getting it done with consent. Come on.
With vigor.
With
and
vigor.
Consent. Huh?
With the spirit that he had on the Denver Broncos.
Y'all think he has vigor, you think he has spirit, but this woman is faking it,
You're
so you don't even know how
Yeah.
don't even know how
You know,
if
Thibodeau,
it's any good
you
at
my
all.
dog.
She's just like
You my dog, Thibodeau, but
Okay.
you sound like a hater right now.
Oh.
And I don't
I'm
know.
not
I
a
don't quite
hater.
appreciate it. Yeah, you sound
y'all
like a
are
hater.
just talking up Shannon Sharp like he's doing something really
No, I'm not.
great.
She did get upset when I said nice young lady. She didn't like that at all, bro. She didn't like it at all. She got very
extra, man.
salty.
I mean,
She did get salty.
Did you get salty?
he just makes it seem like she's like this Miss Goody Two Shoes, just like,
Maybe she is.
I don't think so. Not with all that moaning. She's had practice.
Maybe it's the profession. You don't know.
It's the
You
Or
don't know
maybe
what
they're
she
in
does.
Nevada. It's legal there.
Oh, maybe he is.
We don't know. I'll tell you what, man. I got eyes on Shannon Sharp's account for the next couple of days. You never know when the show pops back on.
What about you, Michelle? Eyes on his account next couple of days?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I can really get into it and do it right, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
Personal foul. Offense. He's giving them the business.
In the break, though, maybe just
to
test it out, just to see if you really about that business.
You want a private, intimate performance?
No, I'm not on the air. No, please.
I could sound just like her if I wanted to.
Yeah, and in the break, you could walk into that control room and say,
Ahoy, matey. Thank you.
We should wrap it with that right there.
It's the Aaron Schachter Show.
There you
Back in
go.
a minute.
Now, the First Alert forecast on ESPN 690.
Another wet day, periods of rain and storms with some heavy downpours and potential flooding in spots. We'll top out in the low 80s. Showers again tonight down to 74 and mostly cloudy with scattered showers, perhaps a thunderstorm tomorrow. Your Thursday high near 85. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish. Join me today beginning at 5 p.m. on CBS 47 and Fox 30 Action News Jax.
The Weather Center is brought to you by Beard's Diamonds, proud to offer a huge selection of both lab-grown and natural diamonds at the lowest prices guaranteed.
Are you still asking the question, why Arlington? Lucky for you, I've got all the answers. Arlington's lot is packed with new Toyotas, in stock in one location, ready to go home with you today. 60-day exchange. That's 60 days to love your new Toyota purchase or exchange it for one you do. Worried about financing? There's the Arlington Credit Helper. You even get complimentary car wash with every service. So instead of asking why Arlington, I'm going to ask, why aren't you here yet? 10939 Atlantic Boulevard or at arlingtontoyota.com.
Hello?
Boss, I got bad news.
What happened?
My air conditioner conked out.
Oh, well, just find us more houses to rob without Safe Touch security. Then you can afford to get your AC fixed.
Oh, but Safe Touch signs are popping up everywhere.
It's that special they're running. A state-of-the-art Safe Touch system, including video doorbell camera, for no money down.
Yeah, and customers can add an indoor video camera for just $49.
It's no wonder Safe Touch signs are popping up like weeds.
So, boss, can I stay at your place till my AC is fixed?
No, you snore, and you smell like cabbage.
What?
Look, having no AC gives you extra incentive to find those houses without Safe Touch. Because, you know, we gotta stick to the crooks or us golden rules. Stay away from Safe Touch houses.
Wait,
gotta go.
Are you sure I can't stay with...
Crooks know to stay away from Safe Touch houses. Hi, I'm Lester Jackson, Safe Touch Security Systems. No one beats our technology or our price.
No money down offer is for a limited time. Call 888-723-8682 or go to safetouch.com. State license EF 2000-1945.
Elevate your live music experience with Daly's Place Blue. Live like a VIP with the best seats in the house, premium parking, your own private entrance, VIP lounge access, guaranteed tickets to sold-out shows, and much more. Coming to Daly's Place is Bush with special guest Jerry Cantrell and Candlebox. Live and Stone Temple Pilots with special guest Soul Asylum, Alanis Morissette, Creed, and so many more. You'll never want to see a show any other way once you go blue. Learn more at dailysplace.com or call 904-633-2000.
Rich Jones here. If you're an investor who's interested in doing well while doing good, getting solid returns on your investments while making a positive impact, consider investment funds with DLP Capital. Here's Don Wenner, CEO of DLP Real Estate Capital, to tell you more.
With the current housing shortage in the U.S., investing in real estate, especially workforce housing, is one of the safest and most reliable places to invest. We invest in affordable housing for hardworking people and generate amazing returns for each of our investors.
To get your investor's guide and find out more, dial ** Invest from your cell phone or visit highyieldreturns.net.
Consolation Furyk and Friends, presented by Circle K, is excited to return to Timuquana Country Club with a week of entertainment September 30th through October 6th. This PGA Tour Champions event brings a unique approach to golf with our celebrity friends and a focus on live music, local food, and major fun for all. All proceeds benefit Northeast Florida charities through the Jim and Tabitha Furyk Foundation. Youth 17 and under and all military members and their families attend for free. Purchase tickets at ConsolationFurykandFriends.com.
I'm Ben from Beard's Diamonds. My father and I buy our stones direct from the diamond cutters. No middleman, no big company overhead, no commission salespeople, and we pass the savings on to you. Before you buy anywhere else, remember, Beard's Diamonds will beat any competitor's price.
In the St. John's Town Center or at beardsdiamonds.com.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Main office, Jacksonville.
Tired of ads interrupting your favorite news podcasts? Good news! Ad-free listening on Amazon Music is included with your Prime membership. Stay up to date on everything newsworthy with podcasts like The Daily, Up First, and 5 Things Uninterrupted at amazon.com/ad-free. Just head to amazon.com/ad-free to catch up on the latest episodes without the ads.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? Huh? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
Hey, you.
What's good, my boy?
Connect with us on Instagram. Search for @ESPN690Jax and check out the latest sports news. We're ESPN 690.
What?
We are ESPN 690.
Just as long as we tracking.
Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio.
Welcome back. It's the Aaron Schachter Show. 904-362-9901. If you want to try out for the next Shannon Sharp Instagram video, let us know. Talking to you, South Beach. Just in case you're not doing anything. Hey, you guys know I like to hate on love sometimes. Or at least according to Brian. Who I hope is doing some clock math because I don't know what time the show ends for real.
Yeah, man.
All right. Juju Smith-Schuster, who has seen his career take a downward turn since leaving the Steelers a couple of years ago. But now he's, I believe, back with the Chiefs ever since they got rid of Kadarius Toney, unless they've already let him go. But recently, over the past couple of days, he just got engaged to his girlfriend, Laura Kruk. Is that John Kruk's daughter? I'd have to look that up. That'd be interesting. Little cross-section of sports celebrity. In any case, they were on a beautiful boat in Nantucket Island. What's that, off the coast of Massachusetts?
Yep.
It looks beautiful in the picture. And obviously, dude's a millionaire. He set it up nice on the boat. He's got all kinds of flowers and flower petals and stuff. The moonlight, it's the perfect time of night. He had a professional photographer at the top of the boat catching the picture at the exact right time. Seems awesome. It got me thinking. I was like, do I remember my proposals? Because I got two of them. I took the swing twice. And I do. I remember my proposals. The first one wasn't as cool and hidden and as fancy as the second one. But I was a kid in the first one. I think I had a little more expectations on the second one because I was an adult. See, Sports Freak, as a woman, you don't got to worry about any of that.
Right.
You just have to receive.
Yep.
You don't got to throw the pass.
True.
How many times have you received the pass?
Twice.
You caught it twice.
Hey, yo.
Did you know it was coming?
Yes.
You had a pretty good idea about it.
Yeah.
Did you already fix this in the law? You said 445. It's coming out to 445 exactly. Was that just a guess?
I did nothing.
Interesting. Continue.
All right. I like that it shocked you to the point where you had to say something.
But I've only been married once, so.
All right, so whatever the end result was, the end result was. But let's start at that first proposal. How old were you?
Oh, mid-20s.
All right, so you were somewhat young.
Yeah.
Was it an impressive proposal?
I mean, it was like at one of those Japanese steakhouse places. It
Okay.
wasn't anything.
It was a nice dinner.
Yes, it was a nice dinner.
Proposed at dinner?
Yes.
Huh. After the entrees?
I can't remember.
They cooked in front of you?
Did they bring it in like a champagne cup?
No, he had the ring in a box.
Oh. Big ring?
It was.
My first proposal was in my apartment. I made a video. I made a video for my fiance / longtime girlfriend. I mean, we had been together like a decade at that point.
Ugh.
And thank you. I appreciate that. Is that noisy because you can't imagine being with me for a decade?
I mean, I can't imagine staying with somebody for 10 years and them just proposing after 10 years.
You're
But
right.
Okay.
Dying alone and old by yourself is much more preferred.
Right.
That's probably right.
I'm good with that.
In any case, I made a video for her. And then, while she's watching the video, I get down on the knee behind her. And then she turns around at the end of the video to say she liked it. And I'm holding the ring.
My man.
But I knew she was going to say yes. We had been together forever. She knew I was going to propose to her. And quite frankly, her father was not happy with her coming to live with me. And so everyone was on the same page with we were going to get married pretty quickly. So it wasn't necessarily a sparkly special proposal. But I did go above and beyond for number 2. Was your number 2 more special than number 1?
No.
Just as ho-hum?
less ho-hum.
Wow. Do you feel like you got robbed of an experience?
No, because I'm just not like one of those romantic, like over the top, like, oh.
Stop it.
I don't
Doesn't
really care
matter.
about that.
Doesn't matter. You still want to feel special.
I always feel special.
Yeah, I bet. I bet.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
Yeah, you don't got to tell me twice. I know you feel special.
Right.
My second proposal was 350 feet underground in a cave, which doubles as a bluegrass venue.
Where's this?
McMinnville, Tennessee.
Huh.
What a weird venue.
Uh-huh.
Weird venue. But we go to a concert in Tennessee at this special venue as one of our favorite bands. And then my wife goes to the bathroom early on. I tell these two girls who are sitting behind us, we're like row 2. And I tell these two girls, I'm like, hey, I'm going to propose to my girlfriend tonight. Would you mind when this specific song comes on? Because we had already seen the set list. We had already rushed up and grabbed a picture. When this song comes on, I'm going to turn to her and propose to her. Would you mind videoing it with your phone? And then we could link up after you give me the video, whatever. It'll be great. And so the song comes on. I'm kind of nervous in the moment, even though I know she's going to say yes. She's the one who wants it. Like, I wanted to stay unmarried for a little bit. I know she's going to say yes. But for some reason, I don't know what goes through a person's head. Why would I have been nervous? I'm not really sure. In any case, I open up the box. I kind of show it to her. I turn to her and I show it to her. And then she looks at it and looks at me. And instead of me saying something traditional or romantic, like, will you marry me? Or I'd love to have you as my wife, something like that. I think I looked at her and I was like, what do you think? It was awful.
That's great.
What do you
Awful.
think?
Great.
But she was legitimately shocked. It was during our favorite song from our favorite band. The girls behind me are videoing. Everything was going perfect. After the show, these girls ghosted. Gone. Nowhere to be found.
So you didn't have the video?
No video. And I'm thinking it's because they probably messed the video up.
Was this a super memorable experience for you?
Totally.
Okay.
It might have been one of the top 5 nights of my life.
So it's like etched in your brain.
Oh, yeah. That's including, the birth of all my kids and stuff and my wedding night.
Right.
It was an amazing venue, it was an amazing band, amazing show, an amazing proposal. And that's why I feel comfortable telling that story. The first one, not so much. I want to hear your ho-hum proposal. What was worse than just at dinner?
No, it was just kind of like, do you want to get married? Okay, let's get married. It was just kind of like, it wasn't even, it was fine.
Michelle.
But you know what? We made up for it. We had an awesome wedding. We had a great wedding.
Why do you hate yourself so much?
I don't. It was just kind of, it was just ho-hum. I was fine with it. Like, I was, it was fine. I didn't care. But I had the best wedding. So the wedding made up for it. Even though he didn't plan the wedding, it was the wedding made up for it. So the wedding is what is etched in my mind.
Yeah, but only because the proposal was garbage.
That's all right.
Had the proposal carried the day, it wouldn't have mattered.
I'm not one of those overly romantic, mushy people.
I mean, I'm not necessarily that either, but I do want to be proud of my moments.
Well, that's fine.
I want to win in the conversation where my wife is bragging about the proposal to her friends.
I think my ex was in between flights. I think he was on a layover or something. I think it was just like he had like 6 hours for you to turn around and go back to work.
This is where I think you confuse me, Michelle, because you seem like it's very low maintenance for you. But I know you're a problem.
I'm not an emotionally or mushy, romantic, high maintenance person.
But you are emotional and high maintenance.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Don't even say it. What?
I mean,
they're not.
That was a live version. It was almost like an acoustic song. That was great.
I'm not. I don't require a lot of
Why are you lying to Jacksonville
lovey-dovey attention.
Why are you lying to Jacksonville right
I'm not. I don't require a lot of mushy, lovey-dovey attention.
You do require a lot of attention, though.
No, I require nice dinners and nice jewelry and cool clothes and nice cars. I mean, I guess I'm more materialistic, high maintenance.
Jags Forever says Michelle is awesome.
Thank you.
Can we please send somebody over to Jags Forever's house, check on him a little bit? Do like one of those wellness checks?
Jags Forever, you and Michelle meeting up for for your friendly drink afterwards? You guys friends? You know a Jags Forever, Michelle?
No, I don't.
It's a good question.
All I'm saying is I don't need a guy to be like, oh, baby, oh, I just love you. Here, let me hold you. Like, I don't want to cuddle. I don't even want to, like, I don't want a foot rub. Like, just don't touch me unless, it's really time to touch. I don't need all that. Huh?
You got weird-looking dogs?
No, I have great feet.
Don't.
Look at that.
Nope.
Look at that.
Put them back.
She's got her feet up, folks.
Look.
For people on radio.
No,
She's got her feet up close to.
No.
Oh, wow. It's on the stream.
My feet are gorgeous.
Didn't realize that you could get it up that high.
I could go on feetfinders.com and make money. Like,
something.
I've thought about it. I just can't figure it out. But my friends have told me you should. Like, people make real money on feet finders. My feet my toes are great.
Sitting down, and somehow her foot still got up to the mic. I am.
You should be impressed at my age. I know.
Listen,
who knew?
I'm very limber.
I don't know about the control room, Brian, but this studio just started smelling like a Frito pastel.
No, it's not. I wear sandals to work every day in the summertime, and it's still summertime.
You said a Frito past gas? Is that what you said?
No.
Hey,
My
fight
feet
back,
don't
Michelle.
stink.
Fight back.
My feet don't stink. I wear sandals every day. He doesn't even notice. My feet do not stink. I get pedicures once a month.
Also, she didn't put her foot up on the table. She put her bunion up on the table. The foot was still below the table.
My toes are
Put it
straight.
away!
He's lying.
Put it
See?
away!
I have a pretty
Man,
little
hell
ring
no.
here, and I have nice, pretty toes. Like
Wow,
nice
it's still
color,
up.
and it's straight. There's no bunion on either foot.
Hell no.
Whatever. Y'all are just jealous.
I'm not jealous. I'm just like,
Neither one of y'all have feet like as good as mine.
No, hey, Michelle,
Guys have
I'm not
gross
roasting.
feet.
I'm not roasting you. I was impressed at first, but then you had you get closer and closer to the camera. I was like, okay, you really made sure that people saw that you take care of yourself.
She put that scraggly foot up there. I thought there was like a long finger attached to the foot. I was like, what is happening there?
There's no scraggly feet here because I'm offended. Because I take great pride in wearing sandals and having nice toes and nice feet, and I have good personal hygiene. So I just got a pedicure a week ago, Brian, and you know that because I told you my sister-in-law was in town and we were going to get pedicures.
I remember you and your sister-in-law.
Exactly.
Y'all went to the posh club where you put robes on. It costs a lot to become a member, to walk through the doors.
Was that a spa? What kind of club is this?
No,
I'm not going to tell her business,
had
Aaron
lunch
Schachter.
at the beach club, and then we went somewhere else for pedicures. Anyways, I had a pedicure.
Let me ask you this. When you're getting a pedicure, is the lady doing the pedicure wearing one of those big gas masks or just like one of those COVID masks?
No, a guy was doing it this time. They talk too much. I don't want to talk. I just want to sit there. I don't want to answer questions or have a conversation.
Yeah, you just want to be served by the peasantry. You don't want to actually engage with them.
Feet rubbed, my ankles rubbed.
I thought you didn't want a feet rub.
Well,
what happened here?
I mean, during a pedicure, I want my paraffin wax treatment. I want, my little toes all cut down and even and painted. Yes, I go all out.
Okay.
I get a deluxe.
Now, is this again for people on the radio who are not on the stream? Aaron Schachter's scrunched up face. I don't know if his eyes can get any more closer.
Fine.
The way he's scrunched up at the description that News Queen was giving. But Aaron, can I ask you this? Because we got about 6.5 minutes before we're out for this show.
Does it have to do with Swiss cheese between my toes or no?
What? Bring this full circle to Juju Smith-Schuster and Mrs. Kruk.
I was just looking at the proposal going,
okay.
I don't know, Nantucket off the coast of Massachusetts. I feel like the dude could spend a little more money. You saw Christian McCaffrey in the private jet and the rose petals all over that thing with Olivia Culpo.
Hold on. Let's be clear. Juju Smith-Schuster, he don't got CMC money. I know one's a wide receiver, one's a running back.
That's fair.
You remember when Juju, you thought he was going to be the next big thing before AB got his CTE?
No, totally,
knocked into him, and everybody was paying attention to AB on the Steelers so Juju could run free.
I remember when they let go of AB, they were like, don't worry about it. Juju's there.
Yeah, he had a Pizza Hut commercial at the time. I still remember it. I was like, this kid's going places.
Last year, they were like, Juju doesn't have a knee anymore. He's playing on a couple of pieces of corkboard. So it didn't work out for Juju.
A yacht off the coast of Nantucket is nothing to sneeze at.
Oh, I'm not saying I could afford it. I'm not saying that. I'm saying Juju Smith-Schuster could probably do a little bit better.
Well, maybe she likes Nantucket and boats, so he just combined the two. You don't know.
I guess he hit the home run, didn't he?
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know. Maybe that was her thing.
What would have been the home run for you? A nail clipper with the engagement ring or
no? I don't know. I don't really have one. I guess a tropical island on a beach or something. I mean, that's my thing. I like the Caribbean. That's where I don't know. I just don't really have one.
Kilkenny checking in. He likes the show today.
Yeah, for a proposal? So you telling me, let me put you in an airplane across the water. Let's go find an island. Do you mean like Amelia Island?
Just making
you mean like
stuff
Fernandina
up.
Beach?
I'm just making stuff. I don't need anything fancy. You know what? If I ever got married again, which I never will.
She's definitely getting married again.
No, I won't.
I'm pulling this clip and I'll be right there to make sure that you hear it.
Okay, well, you have to date to get married again.
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't know. Just a nice dinner is fine. I don't need anything over the top and crazy. I just don't need it. I'm happy. I'm simple.
Whoa, hey, boy, hold on.
That's a pretty bad take.
Yeah, simple is not the word.
But I
you
need
my
a nice
dog, but
ring.
come on now.
No, but I need a good ring, though.
Oh, just not too small, though.
No, I need.
Well, the next guy needs to actually be like Jeff Bezos or a CEO of something. Do you see the ring? Okay, you held your foot up. Hold that big old star up that you hold on your. Now, don't hold it back now. Yeah, go ahead and scoot it in and let people go blind. By that huge, how many carats? 8 carats?
No, it's only like 4.
Oh, only like 4. Huh? Only like 4 carats?
No, but this is my wedding band, though.
Next guy, good luck. Okay, to impress her.
You think that's all it takes is a wedding band?
No, she said it needs to be a nice ring, though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need like a super ridiculous proposal. It can be just a nice dinner, but I do need a nice ring.
Like, so you can go to Wasabi.
Yeah. I just need the ring to be 2 carats or more. And it needs to be a solitaire. I don't want any of those little pave diamonds all in a bunch.
My first engagement, my first proposal, the ring was cubic zirconia.
And you were also 19 years old.
No, I was 23, 24.
Yeah.
And
okay.
I was making $8 an hour working down the hall at the news talk station.
Yeah, that's different. I honestly, hearing that story, like I get it. As you get older and more into your career, I understand also if someone like Michelle is just like, I love you, but come on, man, don't, I could go down to Walmart and get, let's not, I may want something a bit more.
No, I get it. You're on the hook to replace it. If you last that long.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Sure.
I didn't get 4 carats until I was married for 15 years.
4 carats?
Oh, 15 years. In
Better
a row?
be talking about vegetables.
In a row?
No, 4 my diamond ring is like 4. It's like 4.5, maybe 4.23, I think.
Michelle is absolutely going to get jumped in this parking lot.
Did y'all take a timeout in those 15 years? Like a, quarterly break? While they go to the commercial?
Oh, my marriage contract idea. Okay.
Yeah. 15 years in a row.
Well, he
What are we
flies
doing?
for a living, so I'm sure there were plenty of breaks for him.
Oh.
But I don't know.
There we go. That's the winner.
Why do we always get on this? I'm going to get in trouble. I'm going to get
let's
yelled
not do
at.
that. I
I'm
want
going
you
to
to
get
get
a
yelled at.
phone call when I leave here.
Why? We're just listening about the breaks. Go ahead, tell us about it.
I'm just saying I didn't have any breaks, but I'm sure,
No, I don't know. Tell me.
Yeah, in detail.
I don't know. There's nothing to tell because I wasn't there.
Hypothesize.
He's gone 60 to 70% of the time.
You got a minute and a half, by the way.
I don't know. I mean, what happens in Abu Dhabi
Brian.
stays in Abu Dhabi.
Minute and a half is like 3 times. Don't worry about it. We'll hear this story a couple of times.
There is no story. I'm done talking. I don't know how we got on this and feet
Juju
and
Smith-Schuster.
everything. Yes, thank you, Juju.
Okay. Just wanted to let you know.
Schmidt-Schuster. I can't say that.
Wow.
Nah, dog.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
I love that part. Michelle, you're such a good sport. You're so great.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
You sound like you're a couple of handles in right now.
I'm not. Probably I've been at work all day.
No,
I'm just tired. I'm delirious.
Now you're definitely drunk. This train wreck has been the Aaron Schachter Show.
Yeah, this block was wild.
Wait till tomorrow. We got more fun planned for you.
Coming by tomorrow?
Oh, am I?
I'm asking Michelle.
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay. Go ahead, Aaron. What do you got?
I was just going to say thank you for a fun day of radio. Michelle, thank you for leaving Toe Jam on the desk here.
There's no toe jam here. It's beautiful.
Poor Kilkenny and Jags Forever are sniffing their speakers like we're doing smell-o-vision. Relax, guys.
I'm going to
Relax.
start selling feet pictures.
Cool. I'm sure you make a
The
ton of money off of
excitement
that.
in the voice. The excitement.
This has been the Aaron Schachter Show. You guys go out, have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.
I know a girl bought a TV from doing feet pictures.
Jaguars football is right around the corner. New players, existing superstars, and a great home schedule have optimism at an all-time high. Tailgaters delivers a premium experience every game. Tailgaters parking is right across the street from Everbank Stadium. Tailgaters offers clean, permanent restrooms, a full-service bar and grill. All parking spots are on well-kept grass lots. Demand is high, so spaces are very limited. Get your Jaguars season parking today at tailgatorsparking.com. Don't wait and miss out. Go to tailgatorsparking.com.
Elevate your live music experience with Daly's Place Blue. Live like a VIP with the best seats in the house. Premium parking, your own private entrance, VIP lounge access, guaranteed tickets to sold-out shows, and much more. Coming to Daly's Place is Bush with special guest Jerry Cantrell and Candlebox. Live and Stone Temple Pilots with special guest Soul Asylum, Alanis Morissette, Creed, and so many more. You'll never want to see a show any other way once you go blue. Learn more at dailysplace.com or call 904-633-2000.
David Ammon here. Are you tired of having your carpets professionally cleaned only to have them look dingy again? Zero Res can help.
Zero Res uses patented ZR water that cleans beautifully without using any soaps, detergents, or shampoos. That means there's zero residue left behind.
Right now, Zero Res is falling back in time. For September, get 3 rooms of carpet cleaned for only $129, and we will clean a 4th room for free. That's right, the 4th room is on me.
Zero Res.
Spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
UNCF salutes HBCUs. Each year, UNCF awards more than 10,000 scholarships and helps 60,000 students build better futures. Go to uncf.org right now to donate. Remember, a mind is a terrible thing to waste.
When I say Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned has big selection, I mean it's huge. Not over 100, not even 500, over 600 vehicles all in one location. Arlington Pre-Owned even has 125 vehicles under $18,000. Plus, you get 60 days to love it or exchange it. 60 days. And Arlington's Credit for Everyone program is here to help you get financed. Shop Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned today, 10939 Atlantic Boulevard or at arlingtontoyota.com.
Florida cares about women and families. Last year, Florida provided nearly $500 million to support pregnant women and their families. No woman can go to jail for having an abortion, and abortions are available before a child's heartbeat is detected, and in cases of rape or incest, and at all points in pregnancy to save the life and health of the mother. This message is sponsored by the Florida Agency for Healthcare Administration, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station.
Can you fly, Snyderman?
I wish.
Do you have super strength?
Above average for my age.
X-ray vision?
Nah.
Then what makes you a superhero?
Our AC is out.
Duty calls, kids.
Snyderman saves the day with affordable preventative care plans that keep systems operating at peak efficiency all year long. Get your preferred customer plan at SnyderAC.com today.
You're my hero, Snyderman.
CAC 1813307.
The new John Deere Gator XUV lets you cut, pack, drive, scout, weld, stack, feed, pull, load, tow, spray, and haul, all in a single day. Because with the highest cargo box volume in its class, customizable features, and a towing capacity of up to 4,000 pounds, it gets the job done. You just have to get in the seat. Learn more at your John Deere dealer or visit johndeere.com/GatorXUV.
All right, sports fans, let's talk stats. 1 in 8 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. And of those men, many will experience bladder leaks. That's why Depend is partnering with the Prostate Cancer Foundation to encourage getting screened. Because if caught early, prostate cancer is up to 99% treatable. I like those odds. Depend is also donating to prostate cancer research for select purchases now through November. Learn more at Depend.com. From September through November, Depend is donating 40 cents to the Prostate Cancer Foundation. For Depend Shields, guards, real fit products purchased in the U.S. up to a maximum of $300,000. Void in Mississippi.
ESPN.com is your home for all things ESPN 690.